Is it still activated? Is it still activated? It is. You sure?
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Oh, I might need a bit more traction control.
You ripped the tarmac off the road.
Wow.
Just pull away like quickly. It's freaking me out.
Wow, man.
Just pull away normally fast.
Ah, that's the problem.
Okay, we've been out having a bit of a ride around on Yamaha's new flagship, the YZF R1. Now, this is their new flagship. It's designed purely for getting them back into the superbike race, really. What's new from the last model? Absolutely everything. There's not a single nut, bolt or screw, really. The engine is still a cross-plane crank, so it sounds familiar, although it's much revvier, it's quicker revving, it revs higher. It puts out its maximum 197 old-fashioned horses, or 200 metric horsepower, at 13,500 RPM. The chassis is new, it's got super light wheels, it's got a new braking system. All that, it's all well and good, but what this thing really is noted for is its latest generation electronics. It's got a 6-axis IMU, so it monitors your braking force, your gear position, your speed. The traction control is also linked. This thing even has slide control. You can dial the 3 positions, kick out a little bit, kick out a bit more, bit of a wild ride. It's a fantastic motorcycle. The big difference between this and the R1M, which is their limited edition, basically a homologation special for racing, is this does not have the electronic Öhlins suspension. In its defense, it has 12% softer spring rate, so this is actually a much nicer bike on the road. One other small difference between this and the M version, this runs a 190 rear tyre rather than a 200, just to make it that little bit more nimble on the country roads. And the M is obviously designed for full welly on the track, so everything about it's hard, it's aggressive, it's fantastic. Although I'd much prefer this if I was going to ride any distance on the road. And the state of our roads, that extra compliance just makes it so much nicer. This, in fact, is a really nice sporty road bike. That's what the old R1 was known for. This, although it's got much more top end speed, better handling, it's still a very nice road bike. First thing you notice when you jump off the old R1 onto this thing is tiny. It feels like you're on an R6. It is a 600 size, though it's a bit roomier in the seat. They've made it flat and quite wide, so it's easy to move around on. The pillion, mate, you get severely ripped off. The pad on the back is like a mountain bike seat, but my guess is it's nowhere near as comfortable. Underneath that, there's enough room for a credit card, or basically that's it. It does have 2 Allen keys, which is your entire toolkit that's supplied, and that's just for adjusting the suspension. Now, not only is this R1 much lighter, smaller than the last one, it's quicker revving. 13,500 RPM is really, really going for a big 1000cc engine. They've done lots of things. It's narrower. It's got a hollow crankshaft, so the lubrication's fed inside, so it's not trying to spin through the oil, it's in the middle. It reduces the mass, so this thing revs more like a 600, but you do know you're on 1000 as soon as you let it loose. For the full test on Yamaha's awesome new YZF R1, it's in Bike Rider magazine, issue number 140, which is the January issue.